We are back with more My Southern Home, and I'm here with Adam Sanderson and Jaime Kemp with Undersun Roofing, and thank you guys for joining us today.
Absolutely, thank you.
Happy to be here, thank you.
So Adam, tell me the story about the home behind us and how you helped them.
So this customer here, March 3rd, 2023 is when we had that 8-hour straight line wind at 80 miles per hour consistently. And that was really rough on these houses out here in the Nashville area. He was missing shingles in the rear slope and some ridge capping on his ridge vent. He called us, did an inspection, found out his roof was 18 years old, it was not repairable, it wouldn't pass a brittle test, and he had missing shingles, so we couldn't repair the roof. We went with insurance and made a claim. They came out here, met with the adjuster, and we showed him that, hey, these shingles are missing on the back and on the ridge vent, and then we also showed him while he was there meeting with me on the roof. I was like, hey, if I repair these shingles, if I repair this shingle right here that's missing, and the shingles I'll take off around it to repair this one shingle, it's going to break the other shingles. So this is not a repairable roof. And then that's how we got the ball rolling, and they approved the roof.
And Jaime, not only did you help this homeowner get a new roof through insurance, but you helped them with their flashing as well, which is just as important.
Yes, so when we replace the roof and take the old roofing off, the flashing can get damaged and compromised as they're removing the old material. So we always, unless there's a specific situation, we'll replace the L flashing and then the counter flashing as well. So on this house, you can see it in the front and around the chimney. We replaced that flashing as well for that.
And Adam, one of the things that's so important that a lot of homeowners don't think about is regular roof maintenance.
Absolutely. One thing I would recommend is once a year, have somebody come out there. Most of these companies will not charge you, or us, will not charge for inspection. Have someone come out there and check and see if your roof is overheating inside the attic, causing your shingles to blister. Like, hey, give them a heads up. Like, hey, in 5 years, instead of your roof lasting 10 years, we shorten your life of your roof by 5 years because you have insufficient ventilation. You know, little tidbits like that. If trees are behind your house, in the front of your house, and leave streaks on your roof. Some customers, for some reason, do not like the aesthetics of that, and they want to be prompted on that. Like, what can I do to clean it? Hey, offer them a solution on cleaning the roof. Little things like that. It's why it's important to have someone inspect your roof once a year, especially with the amount of winds we're having every year in Tennessee the last 3 to 5 years. Tornadoes, 80, 100 mile per hour winds. It's very prominent to get someone over here at least once a year for free and inspect the roof.
And Jaime, the type of shingle that you have can really help the longevity of your roof as well.
Yes, a lot of the manufacturers there's several levels of shingles, but most of them are going to the higher wind ratings so that they can withstand the straight line winds. So that's what we put on now. Is you won't see many 3-tab shingles going up on new roofs. They are the dimensional shingles, which can withstand the 130 to 160 mile per hour winds. And then there are the shingles like GAF. They go ahead and crimp the shingles together at the factory. So they have done tests where they didn't even put nails in the shingles, just around the perimeter, and they withstood the wind rating. So they're really up in the game, and the science for shingles has really come a long way to last longer through all this strong winds.
And on top of that, a lot of times we do have customers that their insurance will pay for their roof 100%. And then sometimes they didn't feel safe from the storms prior. They're like, what's the best shingle I can get? Well, sometimes the customers would like to go with a better shingle than what insurance is giving them, or they want to go above and beyond a duration shingle or a HDZ shingle. They went to a level 4, class 4 level shingle. And what that does is your ratings go from 140, 150 to 170, 180, and it lowers your premium on your insurance yearly.
Yeah, insurances will drop your premium if you go with the higher shingle that'll last through hail and wind, so they know you're not going to need it replaced for a lot longer.
Absolutely, because most of those shingles are class 4 are hail resistant.
Yeah.
And Jaime, that's the important part of working with a company like Undersun Roofing, because you go through all of those steps and you stay updated on new codes and regulations and the different type of products that are out there.
Yes, we are both lifelong learners, and it's not necessarily continuing education that's required for contractors, but that's something that we sign up for on our own and go to classes when they're here in Nashville or different conventions, but we're constantly reading on what's out there. The roofing community is getting more collaborative, where we have buddies here in town that we can call and ask questions, and then we all are staying together, so we know Nashville is being taken care of with their roof requirements.
And Adam, that's a good point, because when you talk about roof requirements, there's also coding behind that. And you really pay attention to the codes and to make sure that the house is up to code when you leave.
I have to. If long story short, if I don't make sure it's up to code, I don't get paid. And insurance makes sure that if they don't have their residents taken care of with pictures and with a prompt, important report, you know, a very professional, detailed report showing the process of step 1 to the process of step 10 of the whole roof replacement, they don't get that and see that, hey, I put drip edge on here, here's a picture of it. Hey, I put ice and water in the valley. They don't see that, I'm not getting paid. So I have to make sure my customers are taken care of. Even if I didn't get paid for it, I still take care of my customers, but, you know, want to make sure they're done so the job's complete.
And Jaime, you help on the other side to make sure that the insurance covers the code requirements.
Yes, so I rely on these guys a lot when they're on the job, and then as me to take all the photos that we need. And then we also fly drones, so you'll see me on the roof sometimes, not the big ones. I also have the drones, but we make sure we show the insurance that we've put and installed all of the required code requirements elements on your roof, and then we send in the certificate of completion, so they have that. We take care of that for the customers, so they don't have to worry about what language and which photos to send in to make sure they get there. If they have a policy with recoverable depreciation, or where they've held out to pay for the code upgrades until it's done, we take care of that, so they make sure they get their final check from insurance.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here with us today. This was such great information.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we're so happy to share all this information with homeowners and be here. Thank you so much.
We'll be back with more My Southern Home in just a moment.